Recently on RPM we drove two versions of the Lamborghini Gallardo, both 412 kilowatt all-wheel drive monsters. And while we were impressed with their performance, we found ourselves looking for a bit more of a pure driving experience. And what we found was another Gallardo. This is the Performante. Released in 2010, the Performante is a stripped-out version of Lamborghini's best-selling model ever. Shedding weight and re-engineering some of the mechanicals has refined an already impressive machine even further and done nothing to harm its menacing good looks in the process. Top down, the Performante with its black wheels, external carbon fiber bits, LED accents and extra detailing looks every bit the performance thriller it claims to be. Even though the basic shape has been around for a decade now, it's still as fresh and enthralling as ever. It is a beautiful thing, this car, a piece of automotive sculpture that manages to move you even when it's standing still. Francesco Scardaoni from Lamborghini explains a little about the philosophy behind the car.
When we decided to make this car, we said, okay, we want to be extreme as the brand and without compromise, okay, uncompromised. So why don't we make a racing spider, which is something unusual because a spider is not supposed to be used on a racetrack or for race, but this is what it is.
Well, it's not quite that simple. Under this engine cover and this optional fixed rear wing is the regular Gallardo 5.2-litre V10 with 540 Newton meters, but power has been upped from 412 to 419 kilowatts. This car's got a sub 4-second 0 to 100 time and a top speed of 324. It's not all up to the engine to give the Performante its astonishing speed though. Lamborghini went to town trying to cut down on every last gram of unnecessary mass. The most obvious place to save weight is on the interior, so got on nice things like door pockets and door handles, and in their place slabs of carbon fiber and leather straps. The adjustable seats have been replaced with buckets, and there is a real sense of race car in here. Offset pedals, paddle shifts, flat bottom steering wheel, they're all just markers for what will happen once you start the engine. But the luxury hasn't been completely deleted. The Performante still packs climate control, electric windows and sat-nav, although a lot of the controls remind you of parent company Audi's products from more than a few years ago. The ride setup is not the kind you'd enjoy every day, but on roads like these where there's room to stretch this car's legs, it's especially appreciated. Even more so in Lamborghini's Corsa mode, which makes this car even sharper and makes you talk very loudly. In Corsa mode, it feels like there's a hand grenade being let off behind your head every time you change gear. And the more you punish it, the more it wants to be punished. Just like its Italian forefathers, this car has got a touch of insanity about it. But thanks to the Germans, it's repeatable and metronomic, so you can delve into that insanity anytime, day or night, again and again and again. It is spectacular. Find a deserted road like this one and you could spend hours blasting up and down and never get bored. The acceleration is the kind of thing you just can't get enough of, and the sound, even at low revs, is just marvelous. The all-wheel drive Gallardo has always had fantastic grip, but things are even better in the Performante thanks to a stiffened ride setup with double wishbones. It just seems glued to the road, even at serious speed. And managing that serious speed are carbon ceramic brakes, which from 2013 will be standard.
Thanks to the carbon parts like the side miniskirt, the front bumpers and the rear diffuser, we've been able to increase the downforce of the car.
Manufacturers often talk about downforce, how a little spoiler at the back can add X amount of kilograms to the rear, which improves stability. But really, it's only in a car like this that you can begin to appreciate the sheer power of added downforce and how it makes the car feel like it is literally stuck to the road. There is a misconception that Lamborghini is just a test lab for Audi and that they build cars to the German spec, but it's not true. This car was designed in Italy. The motor and the running gear was engineered in Italy. This car is built in Italy. The only thing the Germans do is give it their stamp of approval. I'll leave it to Francesco to explain the cross-continental relationship a little more clearly.
You got the genius of Italians in terms of design, style, and the perfection of a German approach. Being part of a group, it means that we can share projects and components in between the two factories.
Say what you will about Germans being responsible for curing the madness of Lamborghinis of old. Personally, I'm glad they did, because it means you can enjoy cars like this without the fear that it's going to turn around and eat you. For 3.5 million rand, including the options on our test car, the Lamborghini Gallardo Spider Performante delivers the kind of performance that'll keep the smile on your face long after you've locked the car and walked away. Thanks to a diet plan and some Italian genius, Lamborghini has made one of the best cars in the world even better. Lamborghini's proven V10 has been dropped into the Performante, with weight reductions allowing a sub-4 second 0 to 100 time. Acceleration, grip and power are all accessible and easy to enjoy without the need to be a racing hero, or the fear that the car is going to do its best to bite your head off.